Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to take a quick look here at Solana. Just an update from earlier today. I got the request for checking this out because it did come up here to try to sweep this upper liquidity level, but hasn't fully done so. It rejected off this resistance at about 44.85. So just know that is definitely something we're going to pay attention to. Typically, though, in most cases, that upper level is swept. Speaking of sweeping, we swept the market pretty well here with some nice profits from Bell, Maker, Audio, and ENJ. What is it? Comp, VRA. Some really nice trades here the last 24 hours. Very well done. And also, too, kicking some butt here on our Solana trades. We hit some really sweet targets for Solana. And then there is quite a few other ones, too. I mean, these are not duplicates. We got like 4 or 5 different trading bots going at the same time here for Solana. So just kind of printing some money there, if you will. Got some XRP and some BNB in there, too, somewhere. All right. So again, just some heads up on there. Crypto Cash Premium, if you want to kind of jump on over to those signals. We do have a limit of how many members we are providing access to. So just know we're getting close to our max here soon. So if you have questions, reach out below, comment below, etc. Appreciate we're happy to help however you look at it. And thanks again so much for the wonderful feedback we're receiving. Really, really proud of our group here. We got a fantastic trading group. So daily, let's talk about this, then we'll discuss a little bit more about that liquidity. Okay, so we can see here on the RSI, money flow index is still coming down. That's not a great sign. We have a potential convergence here on the stochastic RSI, which does imply we could see a swing upwards. But the truth is, the price action right now is going up, and the RSI is going down. It's typically not a great sign. That does somewhat of a reversal indication. It's kind of what I think a hidden bearish divergence, where we just kind of pay attention to it. Oscillators are going down, price is going up. A reversal could come soon because typically it implies that volume's tapering off. Now, volume isn't necessarily tapering off because we did see a decent amount of volume come into this coin here recently. But that was when Bitcoin surged by 700 million in volume in just under 15 minutes. Okay? So I don't know if you caught this on my Twitter or Telegram or Discord. I sent this out. We can see that we saw $691 million pumped into Bitcoin futures in 14 minutes. That doesn't include spot or anything else. So again, when that happens, a lot of coins are going to respond to that. So just bear in mind, leading into that, Solana wasn't looking super strong, and now it looks a little bit better. What that basically just means for us here is we got some false positives, and there is still potential for the price action to pull back. As you can see, I got an alert here set at about $37, because that's the area of interest for me. The price were to pull back where I'd like to kind of buy that dip. So what we want to talk about, again, just to clarify, this is where Elliott Wave is kind of putting us to as well as a potential bouncing point. 0.382, 0.5, really coming bouncing levels. Same thing too, we got previous resistance level here where the price action peaked, kind of hit this little wedge and shot up. So these two levels are areas of interest to me at $36 as a round number and 32. Again, I'm not projecting that we're going to see prices that low, but if it comes down that low, I'm going to be ready. Okay. When we look at the 4-hour time frame, this does kind of tell us a different story. Again, based on liquidity, fair value, we can see there's tons of liquidity up above the price action presently. It's common for that to get swept before the price pulls back. Due to the fact that we're getting closer to the top, leads me to believe we might see one more leg up before the price pulls back. Okay, so be mindful. You got a short open, I'd recommend lowering your leverage amount or just adding to your margin essentially. If the price breaks that level, we could very well see a short squeeze, and it's good to not be part of that. Okay. Last thing we want to take a quick look at here on the 4-hour is the MACD and the RSI. We can kind of see here RSI is in a good place. Money flow is increasing. Keep in mind this is different than daily because this is just the last 14 4-hour candles, not the 14 days. So the money flow is higher based on the simple fact that we saw this increase. We can also confirm too, let's go ahead and make this a little bit better for you. We can see that we are not converging or diverging. We're just kind of plateauing. Okay. So the key here is if this next low doesn't continue higher, and we might actually be able to see a lower low, and the price will continue further down from there. But we are getting kind of to the upper side here on stochastic, and last time stochastic RSI did this, we saw the price action start to come down as the stochastic lost its momentum. So we could very well see something along those lines again. Okay. Key takeaway here is that we are still, in a situation right now where we're ascending positively. Okay. So let me make the chart a little bit easier to see. And just to clarify, with the moving averages here, we're running concurrent with the 50-day SMA. It's an important thing there. We're still above the 20. So by no means is this price just going to drop hard But just know if we do lose that level, the price goes kind of just sideways and down a little bit, we're going to be below those moving averages, and they'll likely work as resistances, and the price will come back down. Again, I'm still sold on the idea that 34 to 37 is likely the lowest point we'll see, but the truth is we're probably going to see that. Again, that's pending Bitcoin doesn't decide it wants to take off. Okay, Bitcoin ramps up and hits 37, 38,000. Solana's going to crank. Okay, please understand a lot of coins are going to go crazy if Bitcoin breaks that resistance at 36. I don't personally subscribe to that thought process just yet. I think we have a false positive here where Bitcoin ramped up and it was just kind of a daily candlestick closure there, manipulation, and the price is probably going to be due for a correction. We're going to see something like this from Bitcoin soon. It's kind of already doing that if you look at it. Okay. It does look like we got some kind of a fake out here. Just my opinion. All right. So Solana hourly, lasting but not least, we're still above the cloud, but you can see the lagging span is getting close to the price action. That's cause for concern, means you typically want to close your position. Lagging span is losing momentum too. So we've got basically two indicators here letting us know that we're not in great shape. So if in 12 hours from now the price is kind of stuck where it's at, there's a good chance we'll see a leg up because we'll be intersecting with the cloud. If the price cannot seem to hold this level at 42.40, and we just say we're in this position here sometime tomorrow, that would be disadvantageous, and there's a great chance we'll see further downside. Okay, so again, that's kind of where we're at there. I hope that makes sense. But these are things that I look for, and I'm just not really considering a position right now with Solana. I'd much rather wait for a long between 32 and 37 than trying to catch a short down there, because there's no guarantees it's going to come down. But there's a stronger likelihood, I think, that it will. But when I have like this indecisiveness and there's no confirmation, which we're not confirming yet, there's no reason to take a trade because you're just forcing a trade. Yeah. Again, these are all things I teach in my trading academy. That's all part of my premium group. Link down below. If you want to be part of these trades too, feel free to jump on over there. We're consistently taking profit, and it's a really cool experience. So happy to help. Thanks again for joining me. Hope you have a good rest of your day. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.